Hi, welcome to Flap, and in this episode we're in the Hinterland Regional Park. This is part of a series that we're doing for the Birdlife Photography Conference, which is at the Southport Sharks in 2022. The Hinterland Regional Park is about a half an hour's drive from the Southport Sharks. Heading down south, follow the M1 down and you'll turn off and then head up slightly into the Hinterland area. The park itself is quite large and it's quite diversified. There's quite a range of habitats through here, and so you get to see quite a good range of birds, and also depending on the time of the year there's a lot of seasonal birds that come into here as well. When you get here, what I suggest you do is you drive in, come down to the back end of the park. There's a little car park down through near where the park is and the dog run, and there's also another little car park up near the toilet block. Choose one of those, they're the best points to start from. What you want to do is follow the Glossy-black Cockatoo track to start off with. Now it starts at both ends of the park, and what I would recommend once again is starting down this far end of the park. It's a nicer way to go through the park in our opinion. What you do is you head down through the Glossy-black trail, cross over the bridges, and you'll see that there's a junction which will take you to the right to follow the Glossy-black trail again, and then you can turn left to go down towards the Rainforest Walk. Turn left and follow down to that path down through that way, and basically what we're going to do is walk our way down left around the park and do an outside loop of it. You'll come to a T-junction and you'll see if you head right you go to the Rainforest Walk, if you head left you'll follow down to the Clisterum Trail. What I would recommend you do is to go down left down that way. Follow that down and you'll meander down around the back a little bit, and then what you'll do is at the bottom you'll hit a wide junction. Once you get to the wide junction you need to make a little bit of decision. If you don't have a lot of time, go to the right and follow up over the hill, and you'll come down a set of stonish type steps and you come to a little timber stile at the bottom, and that little corner just around there you'll often see a lot of good birds. For example, even today we saw a little shrike thrush, two rufous fantail and an immature spectacled monarch, and we've often seen monarchs down in that little corner as well. So it's a good little spot to go to if you don't have a lot of time. If you do have a lot of time, and if it hasn't been raining, and only do this if it has been raining heavily recently because there's a lot of swampland down there and it gets very, very muddy, follow it down left and follow the loop around down through there and you'll come to a big open grassy area, and around that area you often get lots of little finches and things like that. So once again, a good little spot to go to, but please only do it when it's dry. If you follow the Clisterum track to the left, it'll come back at that wide junction, so it meets back with itself there again, and then come back up and you sort of follow the trail back through again, and you'll come to a point where you can either do the Rainforest Trail or you can continue back the original way a little bit further. Look, in all honesty, my preference is to go and follow that a little bit further. You'll come to the intersection for the Glossy-black trail, follow the rest of that around and come back out at the other end. We have actually seen Glossy-black Cockatoos in here, a pair of them feeding on the Casuarina trees down around the corner. So it really is a Glossy-black Cockatoo trail, and there's all sorts of other bits and pieces that we've seen. So once again, this is a really good park to come, and we highly recommend it. It is one of our favourite spots. If you have the time, the other little walk to do here, you'll see as you drive into the park, there's a little, I think they call it the Rainforest Walk up on the left-hand side there. Look, it's a little tiny loop. It's a bit mixed. We haven't really had a lot of success when we've been through there, but it's worth a little bit of a walk. What I will say to you as you enter into it, there's a little lagoon there, and what I would have is my camera ready just in case, because often you'll see a couple of little kingfishers or something interesting sitting there sort of fishing that little lagoon, so you might get one or two good shots if you're there. There's really good facilities in the park. There's a large child's playground, there's electric barbecues, there's shelters, there's a toilet block, so there's all the facilities that you need here as well, so it makes it a nice spot to come. So in summary, Hinterland Regional Park, look, we highly recommend it. It's a nice place to come to. It's got really good facilities, there's everything you need. There's a good range of different tracks that go through here through different habitats, so you get a very good variety of birds, some which you don't get to see all that often. It's also because of the flowering gums and other plants through here, it's a very seasonal type park, so you can really come back here any time of the year and you'll try and see something a bit different.